sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Monica Ricks. Taylor Swift just canceled her 3 concerts in Austria, where police have arrested 2 suspected terrorists.
Im Landeskriminalamt Wien.
At a news conference, the Vienna State Police said both men had become radicalized online, and one of them was a 19-year-old who allegedly pledged his allegiance to ISIS last month. They say they found very detailed plans on how the attack would be carried out and that some sort of chemical substances were also recovered.
That's CBS's Stacey Lynn reporting. Here at home, a state of emergency now in North Carolina and Virginia as both states brace for Tropical Storm Debbie. The storm still lashing Georgia and South Carolina. Myrtle Beach Mayor Brenda Bassoon.
So this will have a major impact on our businesses, and that's very unfortunate, as well as for our visitors who spent a lot of money to come here this week. And this storm is lasting for days.
It's killed at least 6 people so far. Vice President Harris hit the campaign trail today with her new running mate, Tim Walz.
In Wisconsin, Walz went after his GOP rivals.
I don't need you telling me about our health care. I don't need you telling us who we love. And I sure the hell don't need you telling us what books we're going to read.
Harris's campaign says it raised $36 million in the 24 hours after she announced her running mate.
CBS's Matt Piper there. Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, also stepping in Wisconsin and Michigan today. The Democrats headed to Detroit later tonight. Meantime, our Robert Costa interviewed President Biden today in his first interview since announcing he'd no longer seek re-election. Biden saying Trump could push another insurrection if he doesn't win in November.
He means what he says. We don't take him seriously. He means it. All the stuff about if we lose, there'll be a bloodbath. This will have to be a stolen election. Look what they're trying to do now in the local election districts where people count the votes. They're putting people in place in states that they're going to count the votes, right? You can't love your country only when you win.
The rest of that interview airs this weekend on CBS News Sunday morning. The White House says it's keeping a close eye on cross-border attacks between Ukraine and Russia. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
We are going to continue to stay focused on making sure they have what they need to defend themselves against Russia's aggression.
The incursions being condemned by Russian President Putin. British police are bracing for a new round of far-right anti-Muslim riots with as many as 100 protests expected across the country. The violence follows the deaths of 3 little girls killed in a knife attack last week. And another down day on Wall Street despite a bit of a rebound yesterday. All major indexes down about 1%. The Dow lost 234 points and NASDAQ down 171. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 72 degrees in Berkeley, California.